Welcome back, everyone. It's May 2024, and I am so excited to share some new tools from Magic School that I am just loving. I'm going to talk about some new import and export features to help you work with files that you've already created or would be more useful for you, some new tools that I really just think are great, and just remind you of some training resources you have available if you'd like some more help. So now in Magic School, you have the ability to import files that either you or your students have created that are either PDFs, images, or Word documents. So let me show you what this would look like. Let's say I want Magic School to make a rubric for me. I can scroll down, and when I get to the assignment description, I see that little paperclip attachment point, and then I can just upload from my computer or my Google Drive the file that I want. One of the great things about being able to interact with my own document is that I can, for example, talk to Rena, who, just remember, is Magic School's general teacher trained AI chatbot. So I have put in an old assignment that I'd like to kind of update and make it more engaging for my students, as well as make it more resistant to AI chatbots. So I've uploaded this document. And then when I hit it, you can see it's already created for me to give me some more suggestions and ideas. And then if I want to take this and play with it, I can just hit the export button and I have these three options for this particular task. Another tool that I'm really loving is the ability to export multiple choice questions that Magic School creates for me into a Google form and then dump it into Formative so I can use Formative's heat map and immediate feedback for students and me to pivot my lesson as necessary. So here, for example, I've got a YouTube video that I've uploaded and Magic School says, yep, we've got a transcript, we can do this. I've asked it to generate 10 multiple choice questions. When I do that, it's going to generate the questions for me. And so much faster than me. If I like these questions as is, I can keep it this way. I can also use the chatbot to adjust, but I want you to notice this export button. And I've got lots of options, including export to Google Forms. When I export it to Google Forms, it's going to access my drive. And when I get into Formative, I'm going to go ahead and go over to add, like I was creating a new formative assessment, and you'll see down below, I've got a new link that says import Google Forms. Once I do that, and it's going to show me the forms that I've created recently. Here's the one that Magic School just made for me. It's going to pull it in. And one of the great things you'll see is that it's already got the right answer choices in there. Since the Magic School app created the answers for me, I can quickly go through and double check, make sure that they're right, and then I can go ahead and assign that to my students. You now also have the ability to have Magic School give you feedback on student work that you can then share with students, compile however you want. And so what you're going to do with student work feedback is select the grade level, give a brief assignment description. You can go ahead and upload if you have a rubric already created. I just copied and pasted in one that I had Magic School adjust for me. And then if you've got a student Google Doc, you can just paste the student work there. Or if you've got it in a PDF or a Word document, you can upload that student work. And then based on the rubric and feedback, information that you've put in, Magic School will go ahead and give you areas of strength and of growth for the student, and then some general feedback on their writing. And then you can share that however you see fit. As promised, Magic School now has a custom chatbot that you can interact with just like you would an Amazon customer service bot, but geared to what you need, whether it's a brainstorming partner, a lesson planning buddy, because your work bestie is in a meeting, or even if there's just maybe a classroom management issue that you're struggling with. So you're going to put a prompt into the chatbot telling it what you want it to be. What role do you want it to take? Here, I want it well-versed in best practices, classroom management, and I'm going to then ask it some questions. So once I hit generate, it's going to say, hey, are you sure this is the role you want me to take? And then I can provide my input of what I want to talk about and have a conversation back and forth with this chatbot for whatever I might need it to do. Another great new tool, my PE teachers, that I want to make sure you see is if you go to Magic Tools, you can see that there's now a coach's sport practice. You can put in the sport that you're dealing with, the time of the lesson, and any particular skills or features that you want to include in the lesson, and it will create one for you. Just a quick reminder that Magic School has lots of additional training opportunities for you, including teacher and student facing certification courses that really take like 10 to 20 minutes to do. There's also a YouTube channel, and they have use cases if you're wondering how an English teacher or a fine arts teacher could use some of these tools. Speaking of fine arts, for my visual arts teachers, I wanted to let you know that Magic School has partnered with Adobe, and they are going to be working on some student facing AI visual image tools in the fall. So be on the lookout.